Lefty loosey. Does that mean the top or the bottom? What? It's a rotating circle. And, okay, you hold on for 1 sec. Look, one way the top goes left, one way the bottom. So which?
We gotta. Oh. Together, everybody. Welcome back, guys. Back again with not on for reaction. With not on. Sorry, my guys.
Salmonella Academy.
Have some new,
Improbable Tales of Survival.
By the way, we do this type of stuff all the time. We just mess around there. Welcome back on another Unorthodox reaction.
Improbable Tales of Survival.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Improbable
if you want.
Tale.
But let's check out this video on Unorthodox reaction.
Survival.
Alright, we get it. They don't know us. Let's play it.
Let's get it.
Thanks to Dashlane for sponsoring this video.
Thanks to Apple Music for not sponsoring.
Why you gotta be so extra?
Hey kids, the human spirit is a very powerful
Hey kids, do you like violence?
right temper.
Hey kids, do you like violence? You know that song?
No.
You don't know the song?
No, I thought you were gonna do the "Hey kids, you wanna see a dead body" meme.
No, I was doing the Eminem. Hey kids, do you like violence? Do you want to see me? Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes, hey, Eminem, let's go.
It can allow us to survive things you wouldn't believe. However, some people are stronger than others. For example, I've never so much as broken a bone in my life. Haven't been hospitalized since that first time 20 years ago. So I'm like 90% certain if I'm ever forced to dance with death, my soul's pussying out to the great beyond first thing. On the other end of the spectrum, you got guys like Phineas Gage. Gage was a 25-year-old railroad worker in mid-19th century Vermont. He and his crew were busy gang blasting rock to prepare the roadbed for a newly planned route. This involves a big hole.
Stop talking during the video. I'm trying to learn. He's giving me information. If you want to think in your head. Okay? Doing this together. You want to talk, you pause the video and you get my full attention.
Maybe Spain?
Oh my freaking bro.
Being drilled into the ground, filled with gunpowder, and packed down using a tamping iron. Well, being the gentleman and scholar that he is, Gage decides to lean forward and look directly into the hole, right? Now, the first rule of gun safety is to never look down the front of a gun. Everyone knows that. Gage basically just turned the earth into a gun and decided to put his head right in front of its gaping barrel. And wouldn't you know it, the powder goes off. The tamping iron shoots up into his cheek, moseys right on through his frickin' brain, and goes soaring out the other side, landing 80 feet away, all smeared with blood and thought juice. Now, by and large, Gage should have dropped dead immediately and been thrown into a ravine for his blatant disregard for OSHA regulations, and that would have been the end of it.
Why did they let him do that? You can't put gunpowder there and pound it.
No, they were trying to blow up it's the way it's a method that they used to use to kind of like quicken the pace of like digging up the earth. I think they might have been digging for something in it. So
Joe, man, he's there like.
I mean, he did explain it if you listen at the start.
Yeah, but he should have just freaking done it like that, and then it would have shot out of his hands and burnt his hands.
No, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Like he wasn't supposed to look down the barrel. He was just supposed to stop it and move on. Instead, he just looked down the barrel for no reason.
But I guess Shiva Gautama Christ-chan, the one true god, decided Gage still had unfinished business down here on Shit Outta Luck 3, because after a few minutes of twitching on the ground, he got up, looked around, and thought, well, now's a good time as any for my yearly checkup. According to the doctor he went to, while Gage was retelling the story of what happened, he suddenly started vomiting all over the place, the effort of which, and I quote, pushed out about half a teacupful of the brain, which fell upon the floor. He didn't
he said it went through his brain, but his brain had to be missing.
Say what they did with it after. I'm picturing his dog just running over and immediately scarfing it down, then being plagued with the memories of a human railroad worker for the rest of his life. In the the months following, Gage made a near complete recovery, physically anyway. He did lose a bit of his mind, which caused him to lose his mind a bit. Whereas Gage was once an upstanding, hardworking citizen, his untimely brain blast transformed him into an angry, incoherent drunkard, mumbling, quote, the grossest profanity whenever he deemed fit, and showing little to no regard for human life whatsoever. Naturally, he was fired from his job at the railroad, so Gage ended up wandering the earth, earning money any way he could. For a while, he hung out at Barnum's American Museum in New York City, basically making an exhibit of himself, standing there with the tamping iron like, hi, this went through my brain, bye. He later had a stint as a farmhand in California.
If I was walking past and someone presented me with a pollen that this went through my brain, I wouldn't believe them. Through his brain and came out the other side.
And it...
And a stagecoach driver in Chile, which I don't know who let the guy with severe brain trauma and no depth perception drive a vehicle, but whatever. Over time, he actually became a lot more functional until finally, 10 years later, when his brain remembered, oh yeah, I shouldn't exist, leading to Gage having a bunch of seizures and dying at age 36. A similar story happened with one Ron Hunt in 2003. He was an American construction worker who was drilling a hole above his head when the ladder he was standing on decided to give way, leading to Hunt landing face first on a 1.5-inch auger drill bit. The drill went straight through his left eye and out the back of his skull. To give you a reference of what 1.5 inches of drill looks like, here's the actual x-ray that doctors took when Hunt arrived at the hospital. Miraculously, the drill ended up just kind of pushing his brain out of the way, leading to no cognitive impairment whatsoever. Matter of fact, Hunt was perfectly lucid while the doctors tried to figure out the best way to take the thing out of his head. Initially, they considered cutting it out, but that would have been too messy. So eventually they decided to literally just unscrew it from his head, like, alright, hold him still now. Oh, you fucking MILF. Lefty Lucy. Does that mean the top or the bottom? What? It's a rotating circle. And, okay, you hold on for 1 sec. Look, one way the top goes left, one way the bottom. So which? Clearly the one on top. Why? Tell me why. Why clearly? Same reason north is up on the map. It's just common practice. Alright, well, sorry for not subscribing to your Eurocentric propaganda, Dan, you soggy cunt. Anyway, what were we doing? If you think Hunt was just a little too lucky with his incident, don't worry. According to Snopes, he was self-employed and didn't have insurance. So while the accident didn't ruin his life, you can sleep easy knowing that hundreds of thousands of dollars of medical bills
he lived in America, so they don't have NHS.
and rehabilitation costs probably did. Our next tale revolves around Greg Rasmussen, a British-born animal conservationist who was studying wildlife in Zimbabwe. One day he got reports of a highly endangered rhino being spotted in the area, so Greg took to the skies in a single-passenger plane to track the beast. Fate was looking down at Greg that day, and after a moment, it said, "No. Rhino must die." And a huge gust of wind came out of nowhere, sending Greg into a tailspin, crash landing right in the middle of the untamed African bush. When Greg woke up, he found that his legs looked like used up tubes of toothpaste, so he was essentially trapped right where he was. Arguably worse than that was the fact that Greg was dehydrated before he even took off, hoping to get water at his destination. And just when things looked like they couldn't get any worse, they got worse. A group of elephants showed up and started harassing and straight up stampeding at Greg. With no other option, he starts banging on the wreckage as hard as he could. The elephants went, "Ha!" and decided to leave him alone. He was also approached by a pack of hyenas and actual lionesses on the hunt. But fortunately, animals are all morons, so the same trick worked on them too. Greg spent an entire day and night pinned under the wreckage, fighting off wildlife, severe dehydration, and extreme temperatures before finally being rescued the next morning. Incredibly, after over 100 operations, doctors managed to get Greggy's leggies up and running again. Although he was now 3 inches shorter, which is probably for the best, because now they can just stick the keys to the plane on top of the fridge so he never has another incident like this again. So moral of the story, us humans are resilient creatures who will do anything in our power to survive. And just as Greg Rasmussen banged on his destroyed plane to ward off predators in Zimbabwe, you should bang on your keyboard right now to ward off predators online with Dashlane. In this day and age, cybersecurity and privacy have never been more important, and only a select few people have the time, energy, and know-how to keep their data as safe as humanly possible.
Alright guys, I guess we're gonna be ending it there. We're going to ask what you meant.
Alright guys, I just wanted to talk to them a little bit, you know, get to know you guys, how you doing. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do what you want to do. Make sure you, I don't know, do what else. Tell your friends about our friends. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Guess who's back? Back again. We are back. with another reaction. Anyways, just wasting your time. This has been an unorthodox reaction. We hope you've enjoyed. I know if it's your first time, this is a little bit weird, but this is what we do. We're just unorthodox.
Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell,
Already said that.
all the good stuff, and we'll see you on in the next one.
You should just say code. No.
In a bit.
If you're still here, we appreciate
Stop
you. If you're
wasting
not
time if
here,
you know you're
we
gonna say that
appreciate
then.
you. Make sure you look after your loved ones and stay blessed. Peace.